Okay, I'm back. I can't sleep, and so I decided to talk about Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips' nemesis. I know nothing about her. I don't know why, but I just never thought to look into her. It's not that she's not fascinating as well, but I think that Lily fascinates me because she's so young. And she calls herself a whore. And I just really pulls at my heartstrings because I don't think that anyone should talk about themselves that way. Especially when you're like 22, 23 years old. I feel like she was hurt deeply at university because she did sleep around a lot. But I think she slept around a lot because men were treating her like a whore. And so she thought, I'm just going to embrace this. And so instead of finishing college, university I should say, she decided that I'm just going to be a whore. And I'm going to make a lot of money at it. Fuck those men. Look how much money I have, motherfuckers. I feel like that's what she's doing. You know, giving the big middle finger to all the people that called her names and made her feel less than. Bonnie Blue, I don't know. I don't know anything about her. I just know that they are very competitive with each other. They're both on OnlyFans, and yeah, okay. So Bonnie Blue made a documentary. I don't want to watch it. Like I've said before, I've never seen any of their videos. I am 100% all about men. I'm not into chicks, but these type of chicks fascinate me. They really do. Okay, so Bonnie Blue turned her story, 1,000 Men and Me, into a documentary in the UK. And I guess a lot of people are kind of freaking out about it. It says Bonnie Blue sends entire nation into meltdown. I could understand. I get it. I do. I get it. You just, when I first saw these two girls fighting and competing, I didn't think that the UK women, you know, the United Kingdom, English women, could get down and dirty like that. I knew Americans did, for sure. I mean, you know, it's all about the porn. It was always the Valley, you know, the Los Angeles Valley is kind of known for that porn. But now, because of the internet and all of that, and OnlyFans and places like that, you really don't need to do that anymore. You could be self-sufficient and do whatever the hell you want. And that's what these two women are doing, along with many others, millions of others, I'm sure. It says that it seems that there's only one thing people want to talk about in the UK right now, and it's Bonnie Blue's jaw-dropping documentary, 1,000 Men and Me. The Bonnie Blue story. The doco about the infamous OnlyFans star's life behind the scenes has made headlines for weeks, and it is the subject of countless podcast debates, opinion pieces, and TikToks. This is the first time I'm talking about her, but I'm already kind of fascinated. The fact that she put a documentary out there and she slept with 1,000 men. This is why Lily decided to sleep with 1,300, because she wanted to beat Bonnie's, you know, count. And so I wonder what it's going to be next. Filmmakers courted controversy by showing explicit photographs, including an image of Bonnie with her face covered in what appeared to be semen. Gross. But, I mean, it's no different than the porn that we see out there. I mean, it is what it is. Men like to come all over a woman's face. I think it's gross and disrespectful. I don't like it myself. You know, you spend time looking good for a man. You get your hair done, you put on makeup, you wear a nice little outfit, and you know it's probably going to come off, you know, at some point if you're on a date. But you don't expect the man to completely ruin your makeup and your hair I think it is totally disrespectful, and it shows what the man thinks of a woman, that woman in particular. Like, they wouldn't do that to the nice girl. They wouldn't do that to the girl that they have respect for. They would only do that to someone that just fucked 1,000 men. Maybe that 999. Maybe that was, like, how many men came in her face? And it probably made them feel good. Like, fuck this whore, and just spraying it everywhere. I don't know. And engaging in an explicit sex act with a male porn star. The film also drew, basically, advertisers, they wanted their ads to be removed. They're like, oh, hell no. Oh, no. It was on Channel 4 on demand site. And the advertisers were like, yeah, we don't want any part of this whatsoever. Okay, so they're showing a picture, but it doesn't really show anything. Thankfully, because I really was hoping not to see the cum shot, all over her face. In the opening scene, Bonnie is filmed posting a video to social media asking dads, husbands, students, and barely legal 18-year-olds to rearrange her insides. She says she doesn't care if they are barely legal or barely breathing. So the very, very young and the very, very old. Rather than taking feminism backwards and telling men to use her body for their own pleasure, she proclaims to be a modern-day feminism icon. Okay, girl. All right. You know what? I'm all about the sex industry, sex workers. I have their back. I get it. But shit like this is gross. This is just not okay. It does not make women look good. If you're going to do it, do it in a classy way. I know there's class to it. There is women that are classy in this way. And this isn't it. The way I look at it, I am now a millionaire. I'm a woman. I'm independent. I use my body to empower me. I let other people sexualize me. I sexualize myself. I'm showing I can take control. Okay, so here's her with her little sign that says 1,000 men. It doesn't say men, but, we know what that means. All right, so body blue. I wonder how old she is. I don't know anything about this girl. I feel like I should have been focusing on her the whole time. But there was that maternal side of me that wanted to kind of protect Lily, and just figure out what's going on with Lily. One way she takes control is by organizing a record-breaking, not anymore, because Lily just broke her record. So now she's going to have to go out and fuck 1,500. And then after that, Lily's going to be like, oh no, I'm doing 2,000, bitch. And then she's going to say, I'm going to do 5,000. How about that? It's going to go back and forth. This is just the beginning of this stupid little, I don't even know what to call it. I really don't. Gangbang in London, inviting anyone to take part. Footage of people in the query, semi-naked men in their socks, went viral on social media. Bonnie and her videographer, Josh, quote unquote, explained that this is the first 3 hours, it was pure gangbang. But they soon realized that if they were going to smash the world record for a woman having sex with the most men in a day, they would have to come up with a better system. After that, the men were invited to penetrate Bonnie for what the filmmakers estimated was around 40 seconds before moving along. Okay, so nobody got a happy ending, just like with Lily. A lot of men were upset that penetrated her because they didn't get that happy ending that they were looking forward to. And you get what you pay for, and none of these men are paying. You know what I mean? Hello? Yeah, okay, so I could see why she had come all over her face, because they were just pissed off. And they're like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna come. I'm coming. I don't give 40 seconds? Are you kidding me? And so they just came all over her face. So they probably got themselves excited beforehand and then just whatever. And after the event, Bonnie celebrated by lying down naked on used condoms, proclaiming that she wanted to do this all day. Okay, that's another problem I have. I don't have a problem with women that are that sexualize themselves to empower themselves, to support themselves and take their power back away from what they perceive as men that have used them up. But the condom thing, Lily did the same thing. She had used condoms all over. I think it was a hotel room. It was disgusting. Everywhere. What the fuck? These men don't know how to put a condom in a trash can? There's no trash cans anywhere? So she just laying all over used condoms. And she has cum all over her face and in her hair. And it's just really, really disgusting. Show some respect. I don't know where the gangbang took place, the 1,000 men gangbang. I can't even imagine. Who hosted this? I want to know. Because nobody's going near that place ever again. I mean, it's completely tainted. Bonnie explains that her journey into porn started after she worked in a recruitment center for the NHS, a job apparently so boring that she'd rather have sex with 1,000 strangers who were not required to have an STD test. Okay, that's another problem I had. Same thing with Lily. She let men, the first time around, she slept with 100 men, I think it was. And she allowed them to not use a rubber at first, but then put the rubber on when they were about to come. So, no STD checks, nothing? I don't understand. But they're saying that they're feminist and they're empowering women when they could have any disease that you could imagine. It's so gross. I mean, it's how they're doing it that's grossing me out. It's not them in particular. Though I would never do that, but you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. She complained that the job is too repetitive, day in and day out. Okay, just don't do a job like that, but sleeping with 1,000 men and not really caring about the STD test, like. All right, so after moving to Australia with her husband, she has a husband. I'm reading this, I'm learning this along with whoever's watching this. I don't have that many people that watch my channel, but the ones that do, yeah. She has a husband. They're now separated. Ollie. She started making content for OnlyFans. Okay, as I've said before, I have an OnlyFans. I post a lot of little sexy pictures and, a lot of that stuff, but I don't do hardcore. I never will, ever. And I know there's money to be made in that. I know that. But everyone has their limits. Everyone has... Yeah. That's all I can say about that. There's things that I just won't do, and it's not worth the money. It's just not. However, Bonnie was deported for offering to sleep with schoolies? To sleep with schoolies and film their encounters for the adult subscription site. Okay, so she was hitting up men that went to school. I don't know what age these men were. I'm not sure. It says schoolies. And she wanted to film the encounters and put it on her site. My kink is gangbang, she said simply. I was the most searched for woman in the world last year. I get to travel to amazing places. My bank account has millions in it. But your soul isn't there anymore. You don't have this is what I don't understand, is that you could have millions and millions of dollars, but she's empty inside, I feel. If you look at her face and into her eyes, there's nothing there. It's not there. I'd rather be poor and have life in me and be really respectful and proud of myself than this. So I want to know more about her now. I want to know what happened to her. What's her story? I would love to know. I feel sorry for those people giving me hate. I'm sorry you're so basic. That's what she just said. People like me that are giving her hate. I'm not hating on her. And there's absolutely no jealousy, and I would not want her life. I would not trade it for anything. She could offer me $1 million right now to trade lives with her, and I would say, oh, hell no. I don't want your million. Keep it. Go buy yourself some STD test for all of these men. Go get yourself tested for AIDS and gonorrhea and HIV and all of that. Go get yourself tested. Use that money to protect yourself. Bonnie claims she made £2 million, around $4 million a month, until she was kicked off OnlyFans for her latest stunt, called Bonnie Petting Zoo. She said she wanted to be tied up in a glass cage, giving her body to the public, like a zoo. Yeah. They can fuck me, they can touch me, just watch me like you would a zoo animal. What is wrong with her? Seriously. Please get some help. Use that millions of dollars to get some therapy, girl. Just, something is not right. Her brain is not working properly. I don't understand this. And she thinks that she's like a feminist? Oh, hell no. Not even close. Not even close. This is pissing me off for some reason. I don't know why, but when I talk about Lily, I'm not really mad. I'm more concerned, and I just want to, like, be her friend or be her mom or something. You know, like, oh, just let me help you, sweetie. This one, I don't like her at all. I don't like her. I think she's trash. And I don't care. I don't care that if someone like her thinks I'm a hater or her fans don't like me. I don't care. You could trash me all you want. You're ugly, you're stupid, you can never get men to fuck you. You know, men are going to say all kinds of mean-spirited things to me. I don't really care. Despite her healthy bank balance and bravado, Bonnie admits she no longer goes out alone. It's not that safe. That's such a contradictory thing to say, though. Like, she puts herself up and ties herself up like a zoo animal and lets men do whatever they want to her, but yet she doesn't feel safe to go out? What are they? Is someone going to rape her? Okay. Like, everyone's already had you, girl. I mean, come on. I don't think that's what this is about anymore. She now has signed with another platform called Fansly and says she won't stop trolling or bonking until she earns $500 million a month and is the most famous porn star in the world. There is no denying Bonnie's success. She has become a household name, and other content creators look up to her, working with her for free just to get tagged in a social media video. I'm not sure what it says about Gen Z that the one OnlyFans creator who agreed to take part in a school-themed gangbang for free described their job as better than being stuck behind a desk all day, while another said it was a win-win. Honestly, guys, working at a desk is fine. I'm doing it right now, and no one is making me take Viagra or have sex with me. Will have sex with a grown man in a school uniform. What is scary about Bonnie's situation is that her business model is based on rage bait. See, yeah, it's true. I'm pissed off. I am pissed off. She baited me. I'm mad. I think she's disgusting. And when I first saw her, I thought she was beautiful. And now I think she's kind of trashy and gross. And it's not jealousy. I don't care. I could dye my hair blonde. My boobs are actually real, and they're spectacular. I'm not going to lie. I have nice tits. Okay, so let's say that I dressed the tits up and pushed them up and out and down, and I just showed them off. Okay, let's say I got lip injections, a fake tan, fake blonde hair, eyelash extensions, all of that. And then just decided that I want to fuck everyone. See how easy that is? It really is that easy. She admits to getting hundreds of death threats a day. Okay, I don't want her dead. I just, FYI. I don't want to see anything bad happen to her. But I think that she needs some help. I don't think anyone should threaten anyone's life, ever. And she lives in fear of acid attacks. Yeah, I could imagine that. Oh, yeah. I could imagine some spiteful girls would do that. Sweetie, I don't think it would be a girl that would throw acid on you. I think it would be a male. And it would be Yeah, I can't picture women doing that. Another woman wouldn't do that to another woman. No one's jealous of you, sweetie. Nobody. I guarantee you, no one's jealous of you. It's because that you're making all women look bad. You're making men think it's okay to treat women like this. You're downgrading what it means to be a woman. I love looking down when I was doing the world record and seeing how many men had wedding rings on. Ooh, rage baiting, rage baiting. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure you did, sweetie. Yeah. Uh-huh. These men are no better. I mean, they have wedding rings on. They're fucking some skank that just fucked like 985 guys. Who knows what row what count they were. You know what I mean? And then they're going home to their wives, not even realizing they might have an STD. Okay. No wonder where they were masked. There's a reason why they were masked. And she shouldn't feel good about that because they would fuck any hole. Anybody. They would just stick it anywhere. That's what's up. It's nothing to do with you. It's a hole that is open for them. And another, she says, hey man, when a girl says she's on her period, there's nothing wrong with her throat. Okay, that's kind of true though. I mean, but what she's not talking about is the fact that when you're on your period, you have bad cramps, you have the hormonal issue, you're nauseous, you're dizzy, you're tired. The last thing you feel like doing is giving head. Maybe she feels like doing that, but men don't understand all the complexities that a woman has to go through when she's on her period. And so she's right, but she's not right. And what do Bonnie's family say about her choosing career path? Would it be something I chose for her to do? Bonnie's mom, Sarah, says, no. I was really, really shocked. But now, would I want her doing anything else? No, not at all. All I want is for her to be happy, and she's happy. Okay, she's got no daddy issues. She's not been abused. It's her choice. She's only 25? Oh, my mind was just blown. She's 25. What? Oh my God. I thought she was like in her 40s. I'm going to have to post some pictures. She's tore up, girl. She is tore up. 25 years old. You don't know what the hell you want at 25. In your 20s, you are just like a lost dumbass. You're just... I think about myself at 25, and I'm like, I had no idea about anything. Sarah says that Bonnie haters are hypocrites because if you could earn £1 million in a month, your morals would soon change, and you get your bits out. Okay, yeah, your bits. No, we wouldn't, because anyone could do this. Does she not realize that this is something that millions of women could do if they wanted to do it? And they could look like her too, but better. Way better. She's 25. Some would. For me, sitting behind a desk is just fine. Okay, so the person that wrote this obviously feels the way most of us do. Her name's Tammy Hughes, and she works for news.com AU. And I really enjoyed reading this. I really didn't understand that she was 25. Oh, Lord. Okay, so this was a day ago when this article was written. It says, The Times, what men really think of her. It says, Bonnie Blue, what men really think about her. I get why she had sex with 1,000 men. My question is, why did the men do it? Oh my God, these pictures of her. I swear to you, she looks like she's like 45, maybe even 50. Okay, I'm going to have to come back to this. I'm going to have to do a whole other episode. Oh, wait, no, she's 26 now. The other article said she was 25, so she must have just turned 26. They all ask the same question. As a woman and a feminist, what do you make of the Bonnie Blue, the 26-year-old porn star that's still really young? 26 years old. Okay, I'm going to post pictures. I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to come back to her. I'm going to do a deep dive. God, that sounded really bad. I don't want to go anywhere near that dive. deep, but I want to get into this. Okay, no, I don't want to get into. You get me? You get me? All right. Peace out. We'll talk about this.